When you hear the word Bodhisattva, what comes to mind? You probably picture a magnificent statue in a temple, a divine, saint-like being. Or maybe you think of a world-famous activist, someone who dedicates their entire life to a single great cause. We see them as heroes, as fundamentally different from us. What if the Bodhisattva path isn't about becoming a superhuman saint? What if it's a way of moving through your ordinary life? And what if it starts not with saving the world, but with how you listen to a coworker? Welcome to the Mindful Compass. Today, we're exploring one of the most beautiful concepts in the Mahayana and Tibetan traditions of Buddhism, the Bodhisattva ideal. A Bodhisattva, quite simply, is an awakening being. It's any person who makes a profound vow. I will seek enlightenment, not just for my own freedom, but for the freedom of all beings. It's a radical shift from what can I get to how can I give. But for a layperson with a job, a family, rent to pay, and traffic to sit in, what does this actually look like? Do you have to quit your job and join a nonprofit? Does it mean you have to be a full-time social activist? Or is it just a nice idea you hold in your head? The truth is, it's neither. It's a path that transforms why we do everything. The heart of the Bodhisattva path is a concept called Bodhicitta, which translates to the mind of awakening. It has two wings: the wing of wisdom, seeing we are all interconnected, and the wing of compassion, feeling the suffering of others as our own. When these two wings come together, your entire spiritual life changes. Here is a modern way to understand this shift. The analogy: the battery pack versus the power plant. In many spiritual practices, the goal can be seen as charging your own personal battery pack. You meditate, you study, you gain wisdom and peace. You charge up your battery, and when it's full, you're free. You're liberated. That's a valid and beautiful path. The Bodhisattva path is like deciding to become a power plant. A power plant doesn't just generate energy for itself. Its entire purpose is to light up the whole city. It's connected through a vast grid to every house, every hospital, every school, every dim street lamp. The power plant's work is inseparable from the needs of the city. When it feels a drain on the system, a neighborhood in a blackout, it doesn't say, "That's not my problem." It is its problem. So it generates more light, more energy to meet the need. A bodhisattva, in their daily life, stops just charging their own battery. They connect to the grid. Their spiritual practice, their meditation, their kindness, their patience is no longer just for their peace. It's to generate clarity and compassion to feed back into the world. So, back to the question. Does this mean you must be an activist? Not in the way you might think. Being a power plant doesn't mean you have to be the biggest, most powerful plant in the country. You can be a small solar panel on a single roof. But your purpose is still to feed the grid, not just to power your own TV. The Bodhisattva path sanctifies the everyday. It is not about the scale of your action. It is about the intention behind it. A Bodhisattva activist might chain themselves to a tree to stop deforestation. A Bodhisattva parent might patiently raise a kind, emotionally intelligent child, knowing that child will touch hundreds of lives. A Bodhisattva coworker might put down their phone and truly listen to a colleague who is struggling, offering the gift of their full presence. A Bodhisattva driver might let someone merge in traffic, consciously offering a moment of ease instead of a moment of stress. The internal work of compassion is what turns your simple external actions into Bodhisattva activity. Your daily life, your office, your kitchen, your commute, is the field of practice. This practice is designed to gently reverse our habit of spiritual accumulation, charging our battery, and turn it into one of selfless generation, feeding the grid. I call this the generous first thought. The next time you do something good or feel a moment of peace, try this. 1. It can be anything. You hold a door for someone. You finish a difficult task at work. You have a good meditation. Or you simply enjoy a quiet cup of tea. 2. In that small moment of goodness or relief, just pause. 3. Before your mind claims the good feeling for itself, I'm so productive, I'm a good meditator, take that very first spark of positive energy and mentally give it away. 4. Silently say, may the peace I feel from this tea be shared with those in chaos right now. Or, may the clarity I found in this task benefit my whole team. Or simply, may this small goodness touch everyone. You are rewiring your mind to think of others first. This is Bodhicitta in action, one generous thought at a time. The Bodhisattva ideal is not about adding another monumental to-do to your life. It's not about becoming a perfect saint. It is a radical, beautiful shift in intention. It's the moment you realize that your own liberation is completely interwoven with the liberation of everyone around you. It's the profound joy of moving from what's in it for me to how can this benefit all? Your life, exactly as it is right now, is the perfect, fertile ground for this practice to bloom. If this idea of the power plant resonates with you, here are your next steps. First, please share this video with someone in your life who you think already is a power plant for others. Someone who generates kindness and light. Let them know they are seen. Second, in the comments below, I'd love to know, what is one small way you could feed the grid this week? It could be listen to my partner, be patient with a stranger, or encourage a colleague. And third, be sure to subscribe and ring the bell. In our next episode, we're going to explore a related and often misunderstood ideal, the Arhat. How is that path different from the Bodhisattva? And why does that difference matter for us today? Thank you for joining us on the Mindful Compass. May you be well. May you be peaceful. And may you discover the deep, abiding joy of generating light for the sake of all.